Anybody who's joining us, I'd just like to thank you for having a look at our results video. This is for the Sacc Interclub 2022, and congratulations to all the clubs that entered. We had a fantastic entry. I really think keeping the numbers the same as last year was a great result for us. And there are some clubs who didn't show up this year, as it were, but a few others that came on board, so we ended up with the same number, which is very gratifying. The images were absolutely fantastic, and it's very exciting for us to be able to show you the images now in this, and hopefully next year we'll be somewhere live and in person, and we'll be able to actually see some of these wonderful images as physical images, and the judging live rather than through a premiere video like this. With regard to the competition, I would just like to thank the judges Kieran Metcalf from the Midlands in the UK, and to Gabriel O'Shaughnessy from Drogheda Club, who did a wonderful job in judging this competition. I'd like to thank the committee, Ger, Henry and Tig, helping make sure that everything went smoothly with regard to the current competition, and for putting up with me. I'd like to thank Rory O'Connor, the IPF treasurer, who helped us make sure that all the scoring was accurate. And I would at this point like to introduce Suzanne, Kieran, Roseanne, Anne and Dennis. That is Suzanne Behan from Kilkenny, Kieran Cogan from Mallow, Roseanne Donovan from East Cork, Anne Francis from Cork Camera Group, and Dennis Ryan from Limerick Camera Club, who are going to join us on the committee, a new expanded committee for the Sacc, so that we can drive the organisation forward. And we've got some plans afoot for making sure that the Sacc keeps going as strong as ever. So thank you. And so on with the show. I would just like to thank everybody who is involved from all of the clubs who put together all of the images to make this the competition that it is. And congratulations to everyone who entered, and a special congratulations to all of the winners. Thanks very much. Enjoy.
Good evening to everybody down there in the southern region, the Sacc. My name's Gabriel O'Shaughnessy. I'm sure you've been made aware of that already, and I was honoured, guys, to judge your competition this year. So a big thank you to Mark for the invitation, and I'd like also to say thank you to my fellow judge, who is Kieran Metcalf from the UK, and I thoroughly enjoyed looking at the images. I'm sure Kieran did. We didn't cooperate at all in the judging process, so it was entirely two independent views that you got, which is a good way of doing it, you know. So we didn't influence each other at all. I have to say, when I looked in, opened the folders and looked at the images initially, I was absolutely bowled over by the standard. And I'm not just saying that to promote everybody. Genuinely mean it. The standard was truly fantastic. And the whole broad range of subject matter as well. Look, I remember it's a while since I actually judged in the Sacc, and I suppose it's the same all over the country. The standard has gone up, but I think particularly in the southern region, it's gone nuts, really, to be honest. You know, from the creative, there's a lot more people doing creative work, and very, very good creative work. The nature, always a strong point in the southern region, and of course landscape as well. Portraiture, fine art, nude. You know, you had the full spectrum there, and good quality. So I did find myself, I went through it a good few times, you know, to make sure I got it right and that I was happy with the scoring. So congratulations to everybody who entered, because I always say, like, a competition, it's not just simply a competition, it's also an exhibition. You know, people are also tuning in to see what everyone else is at and what they're coming up. The competition, of course, gives it an edge, and it's an added element. But it's always an exhibition as well. And even last year, I looked in at the slideshow that you presented last year, and it was brilliant and great work by the guys. And I know last year, I think you had the same number of clubs, 11, which is brilliant again, especially the times and the challenges over Zoom. So you've done really, really well to keep everything going. And no doubt that's down to the good work and the organisation of the committee. As always, there's people behind the scenes helping out and making things happen, and giving us photographers the platform, to go and express ourselves through our photography, and that you certainly did. I suppose one of the things I would be looking for in a photograph is what's the photograph say to the viewer. You want something that goes sort of beyond the actual photo and connects with the viewer, or in this case, the judge. Um, and there was so many images that had that sort of emotion and engagement and passion and all of that. So I have to say, great work, and keeping up the standard, keeping the momentum going. Look, it hasn't been easy over the last couple of years for everybody. Some people found it really difficult to pick up the camera and go out, and maybe didn't get the ideas that you're normally getting out and around, and stuff's coming into your mind, and you're getting influence and all that. And when you take that away, some people were left sort of wanting, and wondering what would they shoot, and maybe even not even bothering. And some clubs went down, other clubs went the other way. People had time, and people got a bit more creative and a bit more inventive, and I think all of this sort of stuff came true in the competition and the range of images that you have. So the southern region certainly in good shape, and us guys up here, stuck up in the northeast. We're gonna when the club finals come, God knows what's going to happen. I think it's going to be well challenged. So I just want to say thank you again. I enjoyed looking at the images, and thanks to Mark and all who organised it, for the invitation. It's been great. It's been an honour, and I'm looking forward now to see the final results. As I didn't see how the other judge scored yet, so there's a bit of excitement in it for me as well as a judge, and hopefully I'll be welcome back in the SACC in the near future with a bit of luck. So good luck to everybody, and enjoy the show. Thank you.